Hello Kanna, I hope that you all are fit and fine, and let me tell you that I am completely fine as well. Finally, I have come to YouTube with this amendment lecture for May 24 and November 24 examinations, where I am going to cover all the changes that have taken place in the syllabus for CA Intermediate Direct Tax from November 23 exams to May 2024 examinations. So first and foremost arises the question, who should watch these amendment lectures? Okay. Number one, only the people who subscribe to this channel should watch these amendment lectures. So if you are watching this and still haven't subscribed, I request you to subscribe to this channel, Kanna. Now coming back to the topic, if you have taken classes for May 23 or November 23 examinations, or if you have attempted the May 23 or November 23 examinations, definitely you have to watch these amendment lectures, because you have studied from the old book, okay, and now you have to update with the new provisions. Second, sir, if I have taken classes for May 24 exams, or if I have studied from the study material of May 24 exams, should I watch these amendment lectures? Answer is definitely yes. There is no harm in watching the same provision two times, even though it was studied earlier, because the amended provisions are very important provisions and generally carry 5 to 15 marks in the examinations very easily. So even if you are watching it once again, there is no harm in it. You will get thorough with the provisions and you will be able to score well. Moreover, there is a document called statutory update, which is brought out by ICAI. This statutory update, let me tell you what is the purpose of this document. Generally what happens, if you are writing exams in May, then all the provisions in income tax till 31st of October 2023 will be covered in your examination. However, the CA Institute will bring the books in July or August of 2023. That is why whatever changes have taken place between this period, that is after publishing of books till the due date till which the provisions are asked for examination, these changes are brought out as a statutory update by ICAI, and for May 2024 also there is a statutory update, and there is high chances that you have not studied these statutory update either in your classes or in your study material, and even in my classes I have still not covered the statutory update. It will be covered as a part of this amendment lecture series only at the very end. So first I will be covering all the amendments that are there in the study material, and after that I will be covering the statutory update. Okay, so all the students can watch this amendment lecture, no harm, whether you are my student or some other faculty student, it will not matter. You will be able to understand all the provisions clearly. Okay, next, coming to the question, sir, what about the notes for the amendment? Kanna, first and foremost, how many amendments are there? There are not many amendments, but also there are not few amendments. There are considerable number of amendments brought out by Finance Act 2023. Hence, if I give the amendment note separately, I saw that it was going to at least 40 to 50 pages. Not worrying, it is not 40-50 pages of amendments, but at least 40-50 pages of my books which have got changed. So what I did is I just gave the May 24 and November 24 book free of cost on my website under the free resources tab. You can go to the link in the description and you can take that book, take a printout of the same. It is available for everyone and you can use that to watch the lectures. So whatever amended portions are there, I will be taking from that book only. Sir, what if I am following the previous book? If at all you are following the previous book, no need to worry at all. You can use that same book. Wherever I am telling you to make changes, you make those changes in your old book itself, and wherever there are new provisions, either if at all you have space, you can note down those provisions then and there, or you can have a separate notebook or a bunch of paper where you can note down the new provisions. So not a problem at all. Fine. Now let's come to the most happiest part before starting the amendment lecture series, and that is, sir, what are the chapters where there are no amendments at all? It means what we studied for November 2023 exams, same thing will be applicable for May 24 exams also. So though there are 3 chapters, Kanna. Number 1 is house property chapter, number 2 is clubbing chapter, and number 3 is set off and carry forward of losses. So house property, clubbing and set off and carry forward what you studied before, same thing you are going to study for May 2024 examinations as well. So I think this much introduction in brief is enough. Now let us jump to the amendment lectures. So in this video I am going to cover the amendments in residential status chapter and salary chapter. There are many other amendments also, so I am not going to club all the amendments in the same video. It will be a part of a series of videos. So this is the first part of the amendment series, then second part, third part, fourth part and so on will be coming on my channel. So make sure to stay subscribed and stay updated. So now let us start with residential status. In residential status only one small amendment karna. What is the amendment? In section 9, that is income deemed to accrue or arise in India, we saw section 9 clause 1 subclause 7, 9 subsection 1 clause 7. In that we had learned that if any money is paid without consideration by a resident to a non-resident or foreign company, that is non-corporate, non-resident or foreign company, where the sum is more than 50,000, then it is income deemed to accrue or arise in India. However, now there is a change in this section where if a resident gives money without consideration to a resident but not ordinarily resident also, then also it is covered under this section. Sir, what is this money paid without consideration? It is nothing but gift karna, and this 50,000 also you can link it with your income from other sources 56 to 10. This limit is also coming from there. So basically, if a resident is giving a gift of more than 50,000 rupees in money to a resident but not ordinarily resident or non-resident foreign company, then such transaction will be deemed to accrue or arise in India, and it will always be called as Indian income. Okay, so this is the only change in residential status chapter, no other change karna. Now let us quickly jump to salary chapter. In salary chapter, the first thing I would like to discuss is section 16. In section 16, there are 3 deductions, correct? One is the standard deduction of 50,000 rupees, then entertainment allowance, and the third one is professional tax. We had discussed earlier that all the 3 deductions were available only in the old tax regime and not under 115 BAC. But now there is a change. What change? The standard deduction will now be available to the new tax regime also. So standard deduction is allowed in both old as well as new. Okay, so even if you are deriving income under the new tax regime, that is 115 BAC, which is now called the default tax regime, or if you are arriving the tax under the old tax regime, in both cases you have to reduce 50,000 rupees standard deduction. Okay, that is first change. The other 2 deductions are allowed in the old tax regime but not allowed in the new tax regime as usual. Okay, next change is there in leave encashment. In leave encashment, earlier the limit was 3 lakh rupees, that is in section 10 AA. It was 3 lakh rupees. Now that limit has been increased to 25 lakh rupees. Okay, so that is the second change. And the third change is relating to section 80 CCH, that is contribution made by the central government to Agniveer Corpus Fund. This particular section I will be discussing when I am discussing the amendments in the deduction chapter, so that we can learn all the sections together and try to make a comprehensive meaning out of it. So I am not discussing this now, I will be discussing it with deduction chapter. So other than this, only there are 2 small changes in the salary chapter. Remaining the entire salary chapter is as it is. So need not worry at all, you can start revising all these chapters now itself, and the remaining also I am going to upload the amendment lectures as soon as possible, and as and when those chapters are over, please mark the changes in your existing notes and then start revising those chapters as well. So see you in the next video dear. Till then, take care. Bye bye.